Hold on. You said that you'd have the next one uploaded next week. Oh my god. Yeah, on the video description for chapter 4, it says, The Last of Brewdening Love that we did 2 years ago. Still working on editing the next reading we've done, expected within the week. Above is an LRM promise. There's about 50% chance. Let's see if you actually did get the next reading out in the week. You might have, yeah. It was Forbidden Fruit chapter 6.
This is a reading of the video descriptions of the LRM reading videos.
No, it was a month, sorry. You were working on Valve time.
Well, if it was Valve time, I would never have uploaded anything ever again.
We would have had episode 2 to 3/4, and then episode 4.
Yeah.
And then we would release like a top-down... We would start reading fan fiction about strategy games.
Yeah.
And hats.
Oh my god. Brewdening Love doesn't get a lot of views. It's a shame.
That's quite a bit, I thought. Like 400, 500.
Even Forbidden Fruit isn't getting any views. What is wrong? Why is no one reading our videos anymore? Or the other...
Reading our... Because you can't read videos unless they're anime.
Because we disappeared for years and didn't upload anything, lost all our viewers.
Yeah.
But we
that
still
could
have,
be a downside.
we still have 1,000 subscribers. 1,748 subscribers.
That'd be willing
Yeah,
to
but
bet
just because you subscribe to something.
If every subscriber watched our video once, this fundraiser would be over by now.
Fucking hell, I'm going to
Anyway, that introduction is leading us straight into Brewdening Love Chapter 5 after 2 years. So, hi.
I hope you guys remembered what happened in the last one, because we didn't.
Don't worry, I listened to it on the way to work in Stockholm over the last week, so I'm well versed in all the things that don't happen in this fucking story.
Except you don't have to
because
look
nothing
to
happens.
tell us.
We've had 4 chapters of mild advances, and then at the end of chapter 3/4, Edward goes crazy and runs away. Then he comes back.
Okay. We're coming up to a solid hour of unusable content, so should we just waste time for another 30 seconds?
I spent a day playing Minecraft, it was great.
Isn't there a new patch for that?
Yes.
Explain it in 20 seconds.
They fixed the fishing rod. It bobs on the water now.
Oh, thank God. That's actually...
And now there are houses with things in them, and you go inside and there's a map and it's a maze and there's rooms and there's the guy and he summons the people and the Lavender Town theme starts playing, and then the Game Boy says, "No, it's you, Paul, but my name's rar, and then I died and I woke up and there was a Minecraft on my lap and I'm just saying one really long sentence."
You've went over a lot of time wastage.
And everyone can hear what I said as well, probably. Right, so this is Brewdening Love Chapter 5. This is Chapter 5. It's called Confessin'. And just to recap for Ben and Stephen, at the end of the last chapter, after literally days of very light flirting, Edward came over and said to our main character, who's called Joe Nado, that he should go with her somewhere. And she's also a Christian, and this makes her fall apart. Go ahead, Steve.
Also, I can't know if it's in the official changelog, but Minecraft fishing seems to go faster.
Nice.
Chapter 5, Confessin'. Hello everyone, thanks for reading this far in, but I want to take a moment to address the Flammas.
Oh, those Flammas.
Okay, I'm going to ignore your nonsense from now on, so shush. Okay. Okay. It's Dr. Cox.
Yeah. No, it's guy
or
from
Garrison.
South Park.
Yeah. Mr. Garrison, yeah.
Okay.
Flamers are bad. Okay.
So be nice, which is better. Think of the site as a neighborhood. Be nice to the neighbors, yeah? Cool, and thanks to all the good readers out there.
I don't think it'd be nice to the neighbor,
I don't think it'd be nice to the neighbor fling shit everywhere.
Yeah, but she's nice. She's trying to make fanfiction.net, which I assume this place originally was on. She's trying to make it a nice place for everyone. Be nice and stuff. She's a Christian. You know. So.
Ben, are you shifting a body?
I was shifting my body.
Remember, Ben, thou shalt not kill.
Oh. Are we going by Christian rules in this?
Yeah.
While we read this.
Ew, it is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Bible, Act 9, 5.
Also,
The Bible is not a play.
Also, Johnny Cash, the man comes around.
What do you mean the Bible isn't a play? Act is one of the chapters.
Is it?
It's one of the books.
It's been a while since I read the
you
Bible.
fool.
Seeing the site doesn't lick my dividers. The first divider will be a Bible quote from now on that is relevant to the chappie. Or in this case, the author not.
Ah, Ben, you don't get to do your stupid angel wings thing for like 10 minutes now. You know what I was talking about if you'd listened to the original readings, which you haven't.
Can I do bunch of Bible, bunch of sixes, bunch of Bible?
Yes, you can do that.
Edward walked on, and we came into the woods.
Wolves.
No, it's the words wood.
Oh yeah, it still works, I guess.
It
right.
Kinda works. It had been a long walk, but I was tired and wanted to know why we didn't drive. He said he didn't own a care, which is pretty wired, but then again, out here, who knows how people live. We walked on, and then we stopped. We were in the woods.
This is random Scottish fanfiction. Why does every chapter have people just walking in the woods?
And no plot happens. Well, Twilight's all about the woods. Like, they basically live next to conveniently placed giant woods. You know, somewhere where the werewolves live or something. No, I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I assume that's what actually happens because I don't know anything about Twilight. All I know is based on the fan fictions we read.
No, you are right. They do live in basically the woods.
Okay.
In Forks, Washington.
Forks. Stupidest name. Words deep now, and at the base of...
What is it?
A small Motney Hill.
A what?
Mahogany Hill, maybe? I don't know.
Motown? Hey, Edward, what the fuck are we out here? I asked in a sexathy, because maybe he'd taken me out here for some fun or something. I don't like where this is going. I know what those Christians
like a Christian fanfiction. Yeah, it's going to be like, are you going to read me Bible verses while I lick your feet or something?
No, she says everything sexily. And in like chapter 3, she said, "Hello, I think you're hot and I like you a fuckload." So she has no problems with breaking like a billion things in the Bible. She just says she's Christian occasionally, and that just makes it okay again.
Aha.
It's like confession.
School.
It's like confession.
Joan, I have some thong to tell you, he said, and looked sad all of a sudden. I wanted to hug him better. Him.
Get it? Because I'm Christian.
Get it? Because, yeah.
You have to say that because she doesn't do it herself.
What do you have to tell me? I asked, but not sex at this, Tim. Tim the Toolman.
Okay.
Yeah. That's in my head now.
He has a terrible other TV show called Last Man Standing, and oh my god, I've never watched the show so bad. He was clearly not the creative brains behind the majesty that was Home Improvement.
No. He, bit of a dick outside of the show too.
Yeah, he's like not a nice guy.
Joan, did I read that bit already? No, I didn't. Joan, I lick you a lot.
See, I told you, it's reading Bible verses and licking feet. That's what Christians do.
Is this things you've learned since going to America?
Experience.
Joan, I like you a lot, but I have a horrible secret, he said, broodingly.
Oh, it's that thing from the title of this fanfiction.
A small tear, as in wedding cake, flopped down his cheek.
And spelled wrong.
How did you know it was a wedding cake?
I've been married. We didn't have a tiered cake, but that's not the point.
You've been married.
I am married.
Formerly married.
Out of context quotes.
I was forcibly married once.
Ours is the super romantic kind where you get married so that she can keep my body if I die.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I felt even sadder and kind of bad at the same time. Joan, I'm not like otter guys. I know that, silly. I laughed happily.
You're not an otter, Edward.
No, you don't get what I mean. He turned and shivered and looked sad even more. I frowned. Why was he sad?
You have to say there's a sad face there, Stephen.
Oh,
this is integral to the story.
I gave up.
Actually, if you hover over it, DeviantArt tells you it's a crying face.
Oh, crying. Oh, that's not very good.
It's not very good because it's clearly not crying.
Well, it is blue, so it might be difficult to see the tears.
Maybe he's cried so much that they're underwater and that's why it's blue.
I like how a website that's devoted to art didn't have the forethought to think, oh, maybe we'll not make the crying face blue.
Yeah, fuck you, DeviantArt.
He looked back and spoke more. Joan, I'm actually Anne Vampire.
No.
No way.
You haven't a fucking... No, I've never heard of this before. Is this actually a thing in
Yeah,
Twilight?
when a giraffe,
He's a
mate.
vampire. She's
You know
gothic?
Redfix? I gasped.
Now,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I gasped. Oh shit, a vampire.
No, a vampire. Get it right.
This is not very Christmassy. That's like really unholy and not good at all. I thought. I felt sad and scared, but I sort of liked him still. Him
Get it.
again. Ooh.
Yeah.
He'd been alone with me a few times, I thought, so maybe I
Don't.
could hear him out because I don't
Get
think
it.
he was going to eat me.
So
He wasn't going to eat me in the past.
I like how Joan completely buys in immediately that he's a vampire. I'm a vampire. What? Really? Okay. I need to start considering the ramifications of this.
And I'm just imagining him just standing there with a very neutral expression on his face, thinking, okay, she's thinking about this now, I'll wait. Checks his watch, checks his phone.
Well, she is a Christian, so.
Oh shit, Trump is president, he doesn't like vampire. She's still thinking. God
Is
hates
that part of
vampires.
his platform, is it?
Yeah.
Is these vampires, they're coming in,
Taking out blood.
I'm going to build a giant, like,
Mirror.
Running water.
UV
river.
light. It's going to be great. It's going to be a beautiful UV light.
The best UV light.
Yep. And we're going to make the vampires pay for it.
You won't believe the UV lights we've got in store for you.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. A beautiful UV light. Wins 306 electoral votes.
I bet you Bill Clinton's UV light wouldn't be as good as my UV light.
Michigan actually has a huge vampire problem.
I'm lost.
He's pro-vampire then.
I was still scared though. I wish I had have worn my hot leather Uggs instead of the
Out.
heels today in case I had to run. Because Uggs
you
are
know,
that
he-
much better to run in.
Yeah.
Because he might fancy Ron, you know.
What's that phrase? You don't have to be the fastest, just to be quicker than the person behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh.
one, he's a vampire. He'll school you in the speed department.
Yeah.
A
Maybe.
vampire? But I can't be with you if you're a vampire because I'm a crescent.
I don't know what that's supposed
I'm
to
a
be.
croissant.
I'm a croissant. Croissants are just too tasty.
And then he
for
believes
vampires.
our word
Joe and the
and starts
croissant.
considering the ramifications.
I told him, tears falling from my eyes like a tap. Jesus.
Anime tears.
He looked mortified and his face was a scrawly depression.
I think that's like what Eeyore has.
Depression. He continued and edged closer towards me. Joan, it's okay. I'm not like Umber vampires. My clan is different.
You
We
said
embarrass
that
the Lord
wrong.
and his ways. I am a Christina Vampire.
Christina Vampire
That is
coming
the
to
new
Sentinels near
name
you.
of our channel, Christina Vampite.
Choices on a Christina Vampire roll.
No, not the last part. Stop saying that.
Oh, where the fuck am I in the story now? Ah, Christina Vampite.
Hmm.
I was going to look for reasons to say Christina Vampite.
There, your granddaughter can be called that. Christina Vampite.
There we go.
I stopped being sad and
Bleep.
smiled at him.
To all our readers, if you can draw us fan art of Christina Vampite, that'd be much appreciated. Anyway, continue.
You're gonna have to keep bleeping out the bit, you know.
Oh yeah, shit. But she can
Christina-
just be,
Yeah, I
she
said
can just
that
be one of
'cause
those
you were
artists
done.
that has like her two first names then, Christina Vampite. There we go. It's also Ben's granddaughter in the year 2050. doesn't become president.
Ben's second name is actually Vampite. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the funniest thing. 2 weeks from now, there'll be like a news story. Ben Vampite found killed by crazed LRMReading. Are you confused? We'll explain all that in our attend.
The only one in the state of New York.
Yeah. Turns out like my next door neighbour is called Ben Vampite.
why is it bad then? Because, he said, brewlingly, I think you smell nice and I'm afraid I'll eat you still. I can't be with you. I gasped. He wanted to eat me.
He's gonna eat her. That is like one of the signs that you shouldn't stay in a relationship. Like,
Yeah, it's a possible red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gasped. He wanted to eat me, which wasn't good, but there was something about him that I couldn't resist. He was ubba hot and now a nice guy too.
Apart from the eating thing.
He wants to eat me, but he brings me flowers.
He doesn't even bring her any flowers.
He wants to eat me, but he hasn't.
There, that's factually correct.
I knew he was the only one for me.
One.
I walked up to him and took him by the hand and leaned into his sexile muscular chest. We will work through it. I love you.
And then he ate me.
He said nothing and we stood there for a bit, and then we went back to town.
I hope she doesn't ever say like, I want you to eat me out, because
Yeah. So what I've noticed about this girl is that she is the complete opposite of every other character. Because they always overreact to everything and go crazy, and she's just like, oh, this is fine. I'm okay with this. Oh, he wants to eat me.
she thinks about it,
That's okay.
goes on like a mental tangent, which makes her think about her leather Uggs, and then like just sort of like, okay.
It's great. It's like a relaxing, serene My Immortal. It's good. I like it so far.
She's like the character of Harry Potter in Dongs of Marrakesh, who just says K to everything. Whenever he has to go somewhere else, they always say like, the next dong is here, Harry Potter. And then he says K, and then he goes there.
Inspired by Squall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he says whatever instead.
Whatever. Okay. ...
Whatever. ...
Sorry, ... Yeah, not much of a finale, but next chapter I'll mock up for it. So yeah. So yes, that is how he's a vampire and I can love him, okay?
One.
Does she think this is real?
Did this actually happen?
Is
Is
this...
Forks, Washington just like a dumping ground for Mary Sue's?
Yeah.
Loads of people that are
Does
totally
Forks,
unattractive,
Washington
but
actually
everyone loves
exist?
them.
That is, you read my mind, Paul. That's what I'm very.
Wait until we finish. Wait until we finish the author note. Wait until we finish the author note.
Okay.
Anyway, please leave me some nice revies, and yeah, see you next chapter. XOXOXOXOXOXOXOXOX.
Colon 3. And that was Brewdening Love Chapter 5. Bonus section. We find out if Forks is a real place.
It is. And apparently
It's like a
another
winter
source of
wonderland.
tourism. No, it's. I think it's actually where it's at, but tours are available of the locations that resemble the places described in Meyer's books. The films were not shot in Forks.
Where were the films shot in?
Dundee.
Yeah. You can actually see me in the background of one of the shots.
Alright, Bella, I think you're pure brilliant, man, by the way.
And then that other guy's just like, chillax. I think, is that what he says? He does say
It must
chillax.
be something like
I
that,
distinctly
yeah.
remember.
The other thing,
Recording it in Scotland actually wouldn't work, just because the vampires are identifiable because they don't like going out in the sun.
oh
Oh,
there's
yeah.
another one. Yeah.
The entirety of Scotland.